Hi, my friends. I want to tell you about some things I've learned recently, and thanks to other brothers, friends, and people around the world who are doing videos and stuff like that. Because information is key to understanding our reality, where we're at, and the things that we are facing, and kind of gives us a plan of where we need to go. Okay. See, you got to know where we began before you know where we end. You also know where we end to know where we begin. It's kind of like, I know it sounds strange, but you got to know what our starting point was. And I think there's even some kind of scripture where somebody said you got to understand the beginning before you understand the end. And because then that'll make, that's because the end is where the beginning began. Okay. So anyway, I don't want to go into too details about that. So here's what I want to talk about. That there's Mud Fossil University, right? And I don't know if you have a chance to look at his YouTube channel, but Roger is just amazing. He has discovered what I have, that all these rocks and everything are, they're, like I said, they're kind of like, they were alive at once, but they're dead. So, and then we'll also have everything living. Everything is alive. Even Native Americans said everything is alive. Okay, everything it is. The whole world is alive, right? And for example, the tree. We talk about a tree, that we are a circle and in harmony with that tree. It's part of the universe. That we exhale CO2, which then the tree uses for its livelihood to turn that CO2 back into oxygen using the carbon, right? So everything is in harmony. The way the universe was set up, it's a wonderful orchestra, wonderful music. It's just beautiful how well their creator created this world to have this constant cycle of just how everything is in balance. Now we know that it's gotten out of balance, so that's why it's got to be back in balance, a reset, a revelations, whatever you want to call this, right? Even the Hopis call it a new beginning, a new earth. I think it's the fourth or fifth world or something. But anyway, so here's the thing that I'm going to stay focused on, what I discovered. Okay, so Roger focuses on the fact that he's finding these huge giant structures like I have. And he talks about how they're large giants, the Nephilim, dragons, all these things were real. And he finds them through that those rocks have turned into, into frozen in stone. He's finding bones, he's found organs, he's found things in different colors of the tone of that rock, like blood. It turned red, and black was oxygen used, and things like this. Now, so, we're seeing these things. So he's focusing on just one in that spectrum, where he's seeing that there was giants and things like that that are frozen into this earth. Okay, this whole earth and everything, right? So it is kind of like I'm trying to think of the right word. A dumping ground, a proverbial dumping ground. Sorry, I'm having a little time with tongue twisting. Is a dumping ground for all this stuff. I mean, it's crazy. We got a dumping ground on Earth for, the giants. For there's even theories of the aliens. Is dumping ground for the spiritual world, where everything just comes. It's like the center focus. Talking about everything just right here on Earth. It's just unreal. It's like this massive dumping ground of just junk, right? Garbage everywhere. But then it has beauty in this garbage. So it's like we're walking through this land of garbage field, where they've collected all this garbage around the universe from different people's houses or worlds or whatever, and shoved it right here on Earth. And so we get to see all this stuff, different species, which can be good and bad, and all these other things, right? And I need to talk about that, because I have a theory that there probably are more than just human being species that are created. And but anyway, I stay focused on this. So it's a dumping ground. We have these giants that were probably slain, throw down here, or whatever. Fallen angels. Everything is here, and the landscape is actually made up of all those these rocks here, right? I'm cleaning up my stuff, by the way, so that's why you see all this stuff here. Clean my vehicle. So all these rocks and stuff are part of this dumping ground, or even, well, not just dumping ground, that were like asteroids. We found asteroids that have meters that have actually body parts. Yeah, Rogers actually validated this. Okay, but anyway, here on Earth also we have these rocks here that are I've seen like faces in these rocks. You've seen my other videos, but literally like heads and stuff in the rock, right? The little ones of like Native American faces, other ones, and they usually, I hate to say it, they usually tend to be native, like the left eye is taken out and the right eye is clean or something. So there's something with that communication of that rock, right? So, okay, I was trying to stay focused. So here's the thing is, but the thing that Roger has missed in this process, I think, and it's just because I studied it from a different aspect. That's why we have to work together as a team to understand our reality, our knowledge. What I've discovered is that there's that spiritual stuff too, where there's spiritual communication, there's an angel architecture that is constantly modifying this earth at the same time. So we have old historical records of things that are occurring here. It's kind of like a library, this world. And then you have this new that the angel architecture is modifying, right? And there's a guy, oh shoot, what's his name? Oh shoot, the alpha and the mid. Well, anyway, he shows how there's this modern architecture going on. You know, we've got Trump Towers with the beast system. He's on 6th Avenue, 66, and all the street names is telling you are. There's a lot of things. There's like Biden Street, you know, or Joe, and his other things. There's a lot to tell us about the beast system, and you know, he does a lot of good work. So hopefully you've seen his, and I'll try to put a link. Just ask me to do that as well. So you have this old stuff, this new stuff. So what I'm getting at, and also you've seen the videos where I've got like a lot of videos showing, like for example, how the West was won. It was written in the on the wall in the rock formations in Sheep Bridge in Arizona here, right just north of Phoenix. It's near Horseshoe Dam. Okay, it is amazing because the angel architecture creator put that right there on the wall so that we could read it, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a book or whatever, you can read the history right in front of our faces, right there. It's like, wow, you gotta be kidding me. And I didn't ask the guy who'd never seen the rock and didn't know that didn't know what I did. I said, I do a YouTube channel. I was walking with him through that wall and I said, what is that you see right there? And he goes, there's a wagon and some guy's riding it. I said, yeah, and also there is, what else do you see? And he goes, well, I see a Native American peeking around a rock. Looking at the wagon. So when the white man was arriving, it shows this Native American coming through here, right? So anyway, I'm going to go back there and try to do more. I always want to go back and look more of a read on that to see, you know, what the story, you know, the entire story is written. Like I said, I don't know because we have a new beginning, a new reset, a new story that's coming. But the thing is that, so how is it going to be written down? Some things that you and I do and things like that on the wall, probably. I've already seen, I told you that in a Slide Rock area in Arizona, it shows a guy already wearing a mask, you know, like the coronavirus mask. I was like, geez, so there's modern stuff already embedded into the rock as part of the story is happening today. A true, not his story, true story, your creator story right here. Kind of like a hard drive, you know, it's just amazing how all these things are unfolding, right? So, anyway, so that's the thing I was trying to figure out. And my mother, she said she always had an inclination about this, even when she was 20. She always used to look at rocks and think, isn't this interesting? Like, you know, somehow they're trying to tell us about history. So, and actually, there's even a song by Vangelis. I want to put a link in there. It says, "Listen to the mountains," right? Oh, I love this song. So I'm gonna put a link in there. And you listen to that song, okay? And hear what it says, because you know the mountain's talking, because everything's talking to us. And that's the thing, like, we're so silent, you know, that's the things that we screwed up and not and it was a purpose, you know, everything was hidden. And the harder you have to search, the more you have an understanding, you know what I mean? If it's just presented to you, kind of, and you also take it with a grain of salt, you don't really value and appreciate things. So the more you have to search and dig and dig, the more it has value to you, the more understanding, and but also in that process you can become very confused and frustrating. That's why I say you gotta be careful going through that rabbit hole, because I mean it gets intense, doesn't it? We all know this, right? And that's the thing, is that we got to keep in mind, because I've heard so many things that were being used, that we're being you know, there's an alien species that is trying to use us, you know, like the minus for our souls and everything like that. And that's why but they can't destroy us, because we are like part of the story of the universe, and we're part of this true souls and creator. That's why they want to that's why some of us, where they can only test us and do this, because they know that we are true souls that our creator gave us. And you know, we know that somebody's been helping us, and times I get very frustrated. I know that somebody and the creator, that they're helping us in a way. So Is it a training ground? Is it a school? Is it, because it's kind of like even a school system, right? Even like schools of fish, when you talk about schools, that Pisces and, the Lord and stuff. It's kind of like this is like the true church, the whole world is. It's not just the church of Catholics, Mormons. That's why I keep telling everybody, go beyond the Bible, right? And even Roger says, a lot of great stuff in the Bible, but he says you got to dig a little deeper. So that's why I keep telling you, dig deeper and don't be afraid. I mean, seriously, God gave us, our Creator gave us. I think He wouldn't have gave us that innate nature to keep searching and keep desiring and keep looking if He didn't want us to, because He would stop us in seconds. Now, there's a point where we don't want to be God, because I described that many times. I know He showed me what it would be, and you wouldn't want to be that. Oh my goodness, that job would be horrifying. And I don't want to go there, because it disturbed me so bad when I saw that glimpse. It was you just have no idea, okay? Well, I mean, you probably have an idea. And also so part of the process of, seek, thou shalt find and stuff. But then once you get in there, it gets so disturbing. I'm still waiting for that peace, because I know that we must have a special purpose here, because you wouldn't be listening to my channel, and so there's other things, and we wouldn't all be trying to work there. But I'm telling you, it gets very nervous of who to trust, this and that, and that's why I'm waiting for the Creator's signal and Him only. Now, no offense to even Jesus, the Lord, or Christ and Savior. I know He's real. I know this is a fact. I know there's also a satanic spirit called Satan. But here's the thing is, you got to understand, even Jesus said, worship the Father in heaven, not me. Very clear. Worship. And what are all the churches doing? They pray to Jesus, and no offense to the Lord, because, He gave His life and saved and had truths. But look at this. They prayed to the Lord, just like in the Catholic Church. They pray to Mother Mary almost, right? They put her on a pedestal. That's where we have some issues, folks. That you've got to go to the Creator, right? That's the person that's ultimately in charge of this entire show. And that's why I got to make it very clear. And I'm not trying to blaspheme the Christians. I'm trying to blaspheme the Lord. I'm not trying to insult anybody. But you got to find your own truth. And don't even listen to me. Because even said at the end of times, their new beginning, they said, trust nobody but who? Your Father in heaven, your Creator. It's clear. It's clear as a bell, right? So that's what's really important. So, and I'm telling you, it is so... That rabbit hole is so messy. But you remember, it said the Hopis had prophesied this. They said there'll be a blending so bad that ones who are probably like you and me, that reality almost become like it's unreal. They said like an artificial world. They described it right there. The Hopis told us, because the Creator put it down there. They've got stuff written on their stone. So, it's a fact that we are seeing, it's going to drive us mad. It's just insane how you get this blending of realities, even Mandela effect. You got, what's the truth? And it's kind of like even the system. That's when you talk about is the system is actually working, that if you look at any one of these conspiracy theories, that it'll provide that enough facts, enough information to support your position. That's why you have the round earth debaters fighting the flat earth debaters. That's why you have conspiracy theorists talking about, Project Bluebeam and aliens and this and that. I mean, it just goes on and on. That everyone has very legit, valid, just down solid, almost facts. You can say, wow, that is true, right? Even Admiral Bill, people are talking about the hollow earth. It's nothing but a hollow sphere. You can do enough research to prove that, and they'll do gravitational, what the earth should weigh, this and the dimension. And see what I'm saying? You can find any truth in almost any conspiracy that we are being presented with. That's what blows my mind, right? Any one of them, right? So that's where you got to use very good discernment. Let the Creator guide us, or the angels thereof, because it is a mess. Because even myself, I'm like, I hate talking about this to you, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, that's the thing, is we need communication, more information, because there's the issue that that is the key to relationships. That's the key to families. That's the key to everything, is communication, right? It's the key to marriage. You don't communicate, it's over, right? So that's why we got to work together. Everybody's operating on their own, which we're getting better about. The Mandela effect, people are starting to work together. The decoding your reality, folks. that's where I get frustrated. They're starting to work together too with, I'm trying to align them, because the decoding realities, they'll sit there and talk about using pi to go to the elementary chart, to cross-reference to old Cauldron code and things like this, but then they don't want to talk to the Mandela effect. It's like, really? I mean, we gotta, if we really want to work together, then we need to communicate about this. I mean, decode your reality. Logan's a great guy, but he doesn't want to hear what I said about the Mandela effect. I said, man, that was the first thing we decoded. He's decoded everything. And he's just like, well, it's not very important to me. Not important to you? You kidding me? Our entire history. So you're decoding, because he's decoding movies that may have changed under the Mandela effect. I've seen iPad Go 2 video change, the one that telling us about the evil forces. And you don't want to decode that? I mean, that is one of the keys to this whole thing, right? And so, I'm just like, wow, really? You don't want to go there? I said, you really should, right? So anyway, there's so much going on in this world. Like, even me, I mean, you would not believe the stories I could tell you, what the things I've seen. I have found pyramids now in the United States of America that never existed before. I know where one of the Fountain of Youth is, not kidding. There's actually 4 of them. I mean, it's just like everything that man has thought is almost been real, right? And it's not, I don't know, it's nothing that I don't think we're manifesting. I think these are things that are unknown become the known, and the known has become the unknown. Does that make sense? I mean, hard to say. See what I just said. The unknown has become the known. There's more unknown than we know that's already existed in this history of this world than the known, and some of what's known has become the unknown. Right? We're wiping it away. So that's why I was tell everybody that truth is stranger than fiction. It is. My gosh, the truth is beyond your mind and comprehension, right? So anyway, we've got to do this. I actually see a facial operation right there. I don't know if you saw that. See, it's kind of obligated face. I'm seeing a couple more. But anyway, yeah. And the thing is, I'll be honest with you. I just want to go home wherever it is, somewhere we have stability, where the waters just aren't rocking, the waves are getting blasted, because you know me, and I know you too. Well, we have been just our butts kicked, destroyed, and this and everything else. Is it because we're in training? I don't know. I've totally changed. I'm a different person, and I've seen some amazing things. I'll always thank the Creator for what I've got to see and learn, but it's been hard, and it's been lonely. It's been painful. I've been targeted. I've been destroyed in many ways, lost money. It's not even, I don't care about that, but I want to be able to move forward, and I've been begging and begging and begging, which many other people have. There's a guy that I listened to last night that he said he got so dang destroyed. He just became a people hater. So I can't stand people. He said, I've been hurt so bad. And he was a very loving, caring guy. So these people are just so damn rotten. He said, I don't want anything to do with them ever again. There's another guy that's been through the Mandela effect stuff. He said, once this is done and over with, it's going to take me 20 years minimum to get my sanity back, because he said, I've been hurt so bad, the Mandela effect changes. And he said, well, I'm going to, he said, I'm not even sure a psychiatrist could help me. He said, it's going to take me 20 years to think. It's like me. I've been hurt so bad through this process of being targeted, having friends turn on me and everybody turn their back, that even if I met the Lord, I'd be like, is he real? Is he this guy there? Well, I have talked to the Lord, by the way, occasionally, a few times in my life. And to believe it or not, I believe I have met the Lord in flesh. I have. I know you say, no, yeah, right, Kirk. Well, I have. I met him on a Southwest airline heading New York City. Long story behind that. Maybe I'll tell you someday. I met him. He gave me a thumbs up. I didn't realize it was him. Did not realize it was him. And he was not allowed to step foot on the earth. He turned around, and it was about 4 or 5 seats in front of me. Give me a smile and a thumbs up only. And I'll do more about that, all right, if I can. But then again, like I said, did not come face to face to talk to him directly. No conversation. He just kind of comforted me and saying, yeah, you're here in New York City. I'm here. I can't step foot out that door of this aircraft. But anyway, he gave me a thumbs up. Okay. So, we know the Lord is real and things like this. And, but anyway, there's more about that too, anyway, I don't go on about that. Okay. So anyway, this is getting long, but we got to hang in there. And the thing is, that's where we got to start working together. I mean, I've been begging everybody. We have got to work together, unite under our Creator so that we can do our job. And I'm sure He's going to help us. I'm sure the Lord's going to help us probably. I don't know all of the details. And we're just sitting in limbo right now. Some people say, my God, we've been abducted. We've been stuck right to hell. Well, this is kind of like the pit of hell. It really is. I mean, this place is filthy. All right, one more thing, too, is going to show you some rocks real quick that I have in my filthy vehicle. I got stuff scattered everywhere, okay? And then I was going to show you how this stuff is so amazing. I don't know. Well, I don't have any good ones right here right off the bat, unfortunately. But this one's kind of cool because it's a dog formation right here. And I remember I told you dog is the thing here. I'll see the eye. And here's actually the face here, I think, over here, right? But anyway, so that's not a very good one. I just cleaned some rocks up that I had real quick. And one guy said, well, you're like the Charlie Brown guy, always playing with the rocks. Well, it's because I like rocks, and the rocks are very cool. This is another, like, unusual thing. Look at this. It's kind of got, like, this 2 eyes and some kind of elongated nose or something. Here's an eye here. Here's an eye here. And see there again, see how it's got the right eye is full, the left eye taken out. It's kind of like an evil type rock structure thing like that. But I'm not going to worry about that too much. Sometimes you tilt these over. This actually may have been a tool, by the way. Look at this. I don't know, but I think it's called a moon rock because it's black. And it's like a charge and stuff like that. Okay. What else I have? This one was unusual. I don't know. I actually looked at this very carefully. Yeah, see, it's kind of got like this eye. See that eye and stuff like this. But this is a cool one, right? Then I have, you're like, oh, Kershaw is rocks. This one's a cool one here too. Look at this. See, it's got an eye in there, and I don't know, something like that too. And there's actually even, somebody said one time, no rock or stone's gone untouched in this world. That everyone's been turned over. Probably, we don't know. We don't even know how long the Earth's been here. I mean, seriously, right? How would you know? We have no idea. One more thing, too, is that, I want to show you this. Oh, darn. You're going to love this. People thought this was bone. I doubt it is, but it could be. It could be bone. See this? This is a long, gated, it's so weird. It feels like bone, but I'm not sure. Like Bud Foster, you might say, hey, that's a bone, Kirk. It could be. I found this up in, I can't remember, I think it's South Dakota area, right? And I was actually going to make a cross out of it because I have another piece. And I said, in the honor for the Lord is made out of stone. I said, boy, if I put those 2 pieces together, because see, it's really long, right, like this. And I have no shorted. It's perfect. And I thought, geez, that'd make a great stone, for representation of the Lord. But this stuff is so unusual. And I don't think it's petrified wood, right? But anyway, I don't know. And I don't see any structures or anything like that in there. I was looking at petrified wood the other day because I don't know the process for petrified wood. But this ain't even petrified wood. I mean, it could be a darn bone. Holding on to some creature's bone, Because there were several of these laying up in there, and I grabbed a few that I could find. But probably not, though, because, see, you probably have a core to this bone. Unless, unless he's better at diagnosing these things. Maybe there would be a core, but it could be like a splinter off of a bone or something like this, right? So, but anyway, there is some red in there. Look at that. See, he talks about how red kind of is like a blood thing. So this, it's kind of weird that I'm sitting here holding some kind of creature's, bone that they had. Because see how you got the red right here? I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see. It's got a red. And it does have black too. And black, he said, was a little red even there. But black is is blood that has been deoxygenated and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, the best I can say is, we just keep on, no matter what, I've determined it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep on loving, keep on caring, and keep on helping. And that's what's important. We just be the best we can be. And we wait till this thing unfolds. We get ready for action and do the best. Because there's a reason we're all here. And there's a purpose. You know what I mean? And it just, I wish we had more communication about that and what's really unfolding. But sometimes we learn last minute because maybe it's too overwhelming for us and things like that. And because, see, the thing is, I want to make sure that we are not trying to, They're not here to try to stop, that we need to stop this current course of action, or if we're supposed to support it. You know what I mean by that? Do we support the whole process was unfolding with the, we're on the good side against the Antichrist and this and that, or if we're here to stop both sides and say, look, New Earth, and stop this. Because I'm not a supporter of that whole Aquarius. They said the New Age of Aquarius. Nobody can even tell me truthfully what the New Age Aquarius even means. I have asked. They don't know. And when you start studying Aquarius, it's talking about the 5G technology. It's about air. It's the prince of air. And that's all Satan and beast stuff to me. And everybody said, well, you should be supporting the Aquarius movement. Don't worry about the Bible and the Christian movement. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to be supporting something that's bad. And then there's another thought, too, that maybe we get to choose which one we support. You go in this Aquarius thing, or you go into a Christian thing, or do you go to Hopi religion and you help the Hopis with their prophecy of the fifth new world? And, God. But, the thing is, everything that's clear to me is that we're in a beast system. It's the good versus evil, the Satan versus God and the Lord in this thing right now. So, anyway, God bless and love you all.